welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am coming at you with another cookie recipe. It is Valentine's Day next week and I wanted to do a special Valentine's Day recipe for you guys. So today we are going to be making these giant and massive red velvet chocolate chip cookies. They are about the size of softballs. If you're new to my channel, hi and welcome. My name's Nicole and I'm just a gal that loves food. I love baking, I love cooking, and I love sharing all of my recipes with you guys. I post weekly on YouTube, so if you love food and you love watching recipe videos, definitely subscribe to my channel. If you've seen any of my other cookie videos, you know I love doing cookie breaks, so make sure to watch until the end because the cookie break in this video will show you exactly how chewy and gooey these red velvet cookies are. You don't want to miss it. Alright guys, as usual, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already and you want to see more recipe videos from me, subscribe to my channel. Also make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. Let's get started. Okay friends, we're gonna start off with 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 cups of cake flour, and 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Then we're going to move on to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, along with 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then we mix all the dry ingredients together. You may have noticed that we're using 2 types of flour in this recipe. Because these cookies are so big, we don't want them to be too dense and hard to eat, so adding in the cake flour actually helps with the lightness and fluffiness of the cookie. Set your dry ingredients to the side, and it's time to work on our wet ingredients. In a separate bowl, I'm going to add in 1 cup of butter that's still cold, and to make it easier to work with, I actually cut them into cubes. Now, using my hand mixer on medium speed, I'm just going to mix the butter until most of the large chunks of butter have been broken down. Next, we're going to add in 2/3 cup of white granulated sugar and continue mixing on medium speed. As you can see, the bowl that I was using was not big enough, so there were chunks of butter and sugar flying everywhere, so be right back as I switch this bowl really quickly. That's a lot better. So now we can continue mixing until the sugar and butter have combined. Alrighty, next we're gonna add in 2/3 cup of brown sugar and continue mixing on medium speed. Once the butter and sugars have combined, it's time to add in 2 eggs. If you're interested in making an eggless version of this cookie, make sure to tap the video on the top right hand corner where I show you the perfect substitution for eggs in cookie recipes. In this step, continue mixing your batter on medium speed until the eggs have been thoroughly combined into the batter. Once the batter is nice and smooth, I can turn my hand mixer off, and I'm going to go in one more time with my spatula just to make sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl as well. Once done, it's time for the most important step of the recipe. The reason why they call them red velvet cookies is because of that bright red color. So I'm just using the Wilton gel food coloring here, and I'm going to add in about 1/4 teaspoon at a time until I get that perfect vibrant red color. Something that I noticed when using food coloring in some of my baked goods is that you always need more than you think. Your batter may be super bright and vibrant, but out of the oven they will actually lose some color. Once you are satisfied with the color of your batter, it's time to mix in the dry ingredients with your wet ingredients. I am going to do this step gradually, so I'm only going to add about half the dry ingredients into my wet ingredients, and then once mixed, I'm going to add in the other half. Once you add in that second batch of dry ingredients, you may notice that it's getting really difficult to mix with a spatula, so you can go ahead and use your hand mixer to complete this step. Once done, make sure to take a spatula and scrape the sides of the bowl down again so that the flour is incorporated, and you know your cookie dough will be done once it has this more of a Play-Doh-like texture. Then I'm going to add in 2 cups of white chocolate chips, but feel free to use regular chocolate chips as well. Not gonna lie, folding in these white chocolate chips are going to be a bit of a workout because the batter is so dense, but don't worry, you are gonna need to work out before you eat one of these giant cookies. Once the chocolate chips have been fully mixed in, set this off to the side, and it's time to roll out our cookie dough balls. I definitely was not kidding when I said we are making really large cookies today. I am rolling out these bad boys to about the size of a softball. These are massive. Now, if you're not a large cookie fan like me, feel free to roll them into more of a standard cookie size. You do not have to roll them as big as I am. Just be mindful that if you do roll them smaller, it will affect your baking time. Now, with all that cookie dough, we only made 7 cookies today, but these are 7 cookies that are gigantic. So now we are going to let these chill in the fridge for about 30 minutes. Now that our cookie dough balls have chilled, it's time to place them on our baking tray. On a standard cookie sheet, I can bake about 6 at a time. Pop these into the oven at 392 Fahrenheit and they're gonna bake for about 10 to 12 minutes. If you made them smaller, make sure to decrease your baking time. Out of the oven, let your cookies cool for about 7 to 10 minutes before consuming. Ladies and gents, look at how big this cookie is. You know, this cookie video is not complete without a cookie break, but look at how gooey that is. Have you ever seen a red velvet cookie that looks like that inside? The best part is, I have given you all this recipe so you can make these delicious and large cookies at home. I cannot think of a better way to say I love you to that special someone than with a batch of these freshly baked giant red velvet cookies. Alright guys, that is it for today's recipe. I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day. Remember to spread the love, not only romantically to your partner or significant other, but also to your family, your best friends, your pets, everybody. If you end up making these cookies, make sure to tag me on my Instagram at NicoleCharmaine and I will share them for everybody to see. Before I let you go, if you haven't already, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more recipe videos from me, subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss any of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. You end up recreating